Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Maureen and this is
Mercy.
we are both immigrant moms raising kids here in the US. And one thing we always talk about is how we want our kids to always stay connected to where they are from.
Yeah.
Because when you're raising kids in a different country, it's easy for you to forget parts of your culture if you're not intentional about it. So on today's video, we'll be talking about the things we want to pass down to our kids, and also let us know down in the comment section where you're from and what other cultures and traditions you are teaching your kids.
Sometimes people assume because our children are growing up here, they'll naturally know where they come from, but that's not how it works. Culture isn't inherited automatically, it is taught with our everyday lives. So we need to put in the work to make sure our kids know where they come from, know their heritage, know their culture.
Because if we don't teach them the roots or teach them the things that come from their culture, it's easy for them to just inherit what they have in their environment.
Yes. Now we're going to move on to let's discuss about why preserving our culture matters. Like,
Yeah.
why does it really matter to you? Why do you think it's important for us to preserve our culture and make sure our kids know these things?
So for me, I feel like the kids have to know where they're coming from. There are so
Yeah.
many things that we grew up learning or we grew up doing that it will be fair for the kids to know.
Yeah.
There are also so many things that we are abandoning with us.
Yes.
The things that our parents passed down to us, we are not passing down to our kids. But there are also things that we feel like they are so core to our roots that really makes us who we are, gives us our identity. Those are the things that we are passing down.
Yes.
Of course, not everything is correct. The other generation, there are things they used to do that they feel like it was correct.
Yeah.
Now that we've grown up, we're like, nah, this thing is not working for us. And you growing up or you bringing up kids in a new environment in a different country, you have to modify
Yes, you
the
have to
things that you
modify
used
a
to do.
lot. Yeah. So for me, like what you said, I really resonate with that because I feel responsible for passing on those cultures. Like
Yeah.
making sure my kids get used to the food,
Language.
our language, making sure even the exclamation, just that look, when you
Yeah.
look at them when they're doing something wrong and people are around, you don't want it to be that obvious.
That yeah.
But just the look, you just give them that look
You
and
know
they
the African
adjust.
mom look like.
That African mom look like,
Are you doing something right?
you will know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You yourself, you know that you need to adjust. I don't need to tell you twice. So yeah, and also making sure, like, when remember back home, like when you are with your mom, your grandma is very involved in your life.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
some things that your grandma will show you how to
To
grind
do,
pepper
yes,
on the
how to do,
stone,
yeah, how to
pound
cook something in a particular way.
yes, in a particular way, in a traditional manner. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to, like, teach them those little things, especially the language, like
The
little
language,
little,
yeah.
yes,
The
little pidgin
slangs, the pidgin,
slangs.
and some things in your traditional language, so
Yes.
they can better communicate with other relatives back home, and they don't miss out on inside jokes.
Yes. Yes.
When we talk about passing down our cultures and traditions down to our kids, it's not like we are asking them not to do anything the American way.
Yeah.
We can't even do that because the environment is going to influence them.
Yes.
They'll go to school. But what we're trying to do is try to balance both cultures,
Yeah.
and don't overwhelm them while doing that.
Yeah.
Because back home, there are things that we think are the norms, or there are things that we think this is the right way for a child to grow. As immigrant moms, one of the things that we really try to do is to help our kids be able to balance fitting into the American life while still honoring their roots.
Yes.
So, for example, the language, they go to school, they speak predominantly English. When they come home, we can teach them pidgin, we can teach them the dialect, we can teach them French.
Yes.
Also, when they go to school, they always get served American dishes or maybe intercontinental dishes.
Yes.
But back home, we try to give them our food so they get the taste buds of how food back home tastes like.
Yeah.
And we also try to inaugurate like the dress code and everything. We would let you be free,
Yes.
but also try to give you a little bit of guidance, like, okay, this is how we dress back home, or these are the outfits. Remember, of course, here they call it costume, but we try to give you like traditional outfits so you know the way a root form, and they try to explain, okay, this outfit is like this because there's a mountain. This mountain is found in Boya. This sea is found in this, and explain the little things that are found on the traditional regalia.
Yeah. And also, I've realized that here in this part of the world, they have a lot of like curse words. To them, like even the curse words, like what the heck, it mustn't be the bad
It wasn't.
words.
Yes.
So we
So we
try
try
to
to
help
let them
them,
not to
like,
curse.
okay, you because you hear that in school, because you have friends who say that, does not mean you also need to just use those words. In fact, by the time you get home, you can't even use words like that.
And you shouldn't call elders by their names.
You shouldn't call
because
elders
over
by
here
their
you call an
name.
elder by mercy. The child will say, Mercy or Miss
or
Mercy,
just
they want to be
yes.
respectful. But we want you to always call. Let's say if you have someone visiting your house, often that's your auntie or your uncle.
Yes.
You try to make sure they know that okay, if someone comes to your house frequently, it's your mom's friend, that's your auntie, that's your uncle. And even if you don't know them, always try to use a miss, Mr., a sir, a mom.
Auntie.
Don't just refer to them by their names.
Yes. Yeah, that part is very important because I've realized with kids, one thing is if you do not correct, it becomes a habit.
Yep.
Like once they do that little mistake, it's good to just strike the rod while it's hot.
It's still hot,
It's still very hot. Just immediately, don't even let a minute slide because they'll be like, anyways, I get away with it and I can do it again next time.
And that's the thing, if they are not corrected from the young age, they grow up with this mentality or they grow up with this bad habit. And then it's too late for you to correct them. Yeah.
For you to
spare the rod and spoil the child.
We also need to teach them family respect and family values. Like if your mom is in the kitchen cooking, you don't just need to sit and watch TV.
And press your phone all day.
Or you don't need to be on your phone all day. Try to help around the house. You know, you can wake up, make your bed, help in the kitchen. Even if you are not cooking, just help her dye some onions.
Just stay in the kitchen with your mom.
Yes,
don't be by yourself somewhere else.
Yes, your mom shouldn't be in the kitchen cooking and you are sitting down watching TV. Like that's not how we grow.
Or you expect her to finish cooking and cleaning.
And then you just come and eat. Like it doesn't work.
And you don't even wash your plates after that.
Yes, that's another thing. And one funny thing here in the US, something that's related to obesity is this phone and sitting all day because you can sit and while you're on the phone sitting all day, you snack and that's how you so we need to encourage our kids to learn how to do one or two things at home. Tell them even if they forget or never be willing to do it all the time, remind them, oh, stand up, come and help me, or just come and sit here and discuss with me while I cook.
I feel like we should try to start teaching them very young.
We need to start teaching them
because if we start very young, they get accustomed to it, develop the habit of doing it.
Yes.
If you let them grow up before you start teaching them, it looks like you're trying to punish them or something.
Yes. Yeah. Like you said, when they are young and they can develop love for it, it's like teaching them how to read, like reading books all the time. They develop it as a habit and then they love it. They're not doing it because they are forced to
do it.
So yeah, we need to start doing it young.
Another thing we're trying to balance as immigrant moms is different holidays and traditions. So back home, we only have a few holidays like Christmas, New Year, Easter, mostly the Christian holidays. But over here, there's a lot. There's Halloween, there's 4th of July. There's so many things that sometimes I don't even know how to celebrate them. I don't even know how to decorate for them. Something like Halloween, I don't celebrate Halloween. And I don't let my daughter go for Halloween. So even if it's candy, I don't participate in it and I don't know how to even do it. I know that it's okay for you to let them balance some things, but not everything I want to incorporate. Like the Easter egg hunt, we don't do it back home, but I try for her to do it here. But there are other things I feel like, okay, we don't do this in this house. We don't do that yet.
One other thing I found good, I found one other tradition I found interesting is also Thanksgiving.
I love Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving.
Eat, catch up some relatives you haven't met for a long time. That's when
and it's a big holiday.
Family come together. People actually travel. Have trips for this, and I love that holiday. And Halloween, it's a whole thing that was like a cultural shock to me because why would you dress like a dead person? Why are you dressed in skeleton and scary blood and all that? It's fun.
It's fun.
Against anything, but because of how we grew up,
everybody has their choices, personal reasons.
We're not okay with it.
It's same with dancing. Different dance styles. So based on how you want to do, we don't want to judge which culture does which thing. But then whatever happens depends on your household. If you let it happen in your household, it's going to continue. So if you don't want it in your household, your house, your rules.
Your rules, yes. And I also love how we incorporate the traditional attire. Like you see our little kids with their little cabas, and all those
Sunday church.
Yes, it's nice.
That's another thing. You know that back home we always dress so well for church. I see people go to church wearing jeans and t-shirts. But
very casual. They don't put so much effort. But we, because we're used to it,
you wear a boo.
You feel like you're overdressed for something, but it's just how
you go to church and you feel like you're overdressed, but that's your culture. And people will look at you like, oh, what costume is this? What are you wearing?
What are you wearing?
It's just clothes.
Oh, are you just going to church? Are you going somewhere? That's how we put in so much effort to go to church.
And that is a balance, because if we don't tell the kids, okay, we respect Sunday or respect this holiday or this tradition and we do this a certain way, they'll just copy what they see around. Because majority of everybody just wears whatever they like to church. They do whatever they want to do in church. They'll manipulate their phones. They are eating in church. They are doing.
I know.
Yeah,
like,
so
literally, they are preaching on your phone, on Facebook. You are eating. You are doing
yeah.
other things. If you can go to work and try to respect the rules and regulation of your work, why can't you respect the house of God? So,
Yeah.
So we need to teach our kids that, so that when you are in church, you need to respect yourself. You don't have to talk, move around, eat. Also be calm and respect the rules.
And if you go to somebody's house, it's not the time for you to start asking for so many things. Can I have this? Can I have that?
Listen.
Like they give you the African eye. Like,
yeah, they give you the.
Don't you eat at home? Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love birthdays, weddings. Here their weddings too are very casual. They don't do crazy stuff. We're just the African ones that we love our weddings to be like extra.
Yeah.
Yes. But if my baby is getting married, I'm going all out.
You know what? You know what I'm thinking about right now? The things that we're talking about that feel like it's awkward to us. I just imagine people on the other side of the same day, like the other side of the camera or the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
They're like, why are these people celebrating too much?
Yes.
Why are they always doing too much?
Why are you overdressed? Why are you having all this?
So it just boils down to each its own.
Yes.
Like your rules, to each its own.
Yeah. And how you grew up, the culture, the country you come from too counts a lot. So now let's move on to the interesting part. Let's talk about.
I thought everything is interesting.
Let's talk about the things we miss most from home. Listen, I miss our food. You see, koki corn, eru. You can cook it here, but it tastes quite different.
Yeah, like you want to wrap the koki corn or your koki in palm leaf.
Yes, in palm leaves, not in foil paper
or clingy wraps. Yeah.
Yes. Like it gives that flavor. That leaves bring out the flavor in the koki corn. So I miss.
And you also want to have the fresh vegetables to use for your food. You don't want everything to be dried or processed before you use them. You want it fresh from the farm.
Fresh vegetable from the farm. That's
another thing that we miss back home is the village.
Yes.
Like for example, now our moms, most of the time we're always with the kids.
Yeah.
But back home, if you have a child, it's a community child.
Community
Your parents are there, your grandparents, your uncles, aunties, cousins, neighbors, everybody is there to help you. So that village, it's something I miss a lot.
It's something I miss too a lot, because sometimes you can just want to grab something real quick from the store.
But
just drop your baby with your neighbor. Oh, what? You can go to the market and your neighbor will really take care of that child, clean that child's bum, the baby poop or anything. We don't have all that here. So that is really one thing I also miss. And then the weather. Talk about the snow. Winter.
I don't think I really have a problem with the weather. It's a shift, but before it comes, you get ready for it. And I think after the first year, you kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
So you're prepared for the next. You already know, okay, after this season, this one is coming. So you start getting ready for it.
Yeah. In the beginning, it's gonna be hard to adapt, especially with the snow, and then later on the summer and all that. And here the summer too is quite hot, but like she said, after the first year, the next year you get used to, and before the next season starts, you're already getting ready, prepared for.
Your body also acclimatizes. You stop feeling too much cold. Like when you came, you're like, oh, maybe it's so cold.
It's so cold.
The next winter, you're like, okay, it's not that cold.
Yeah. And then childhood memories. The way we play tabala.
Playing outside. I love playing outside.
Oh, me too.
Bathing under the rain.
Like playing outside with your friend, taking the bath in the rain. Like when it's raining, I'll go outside
and
ball,
tabala,
see.
Now a lot of kids bizarre, rubber, 7 stone. Sure. Now a lot of kids, they don't really have those games. They just play on their phones.
Yes, yeah.
Even if you try to go outside, there's just very limited things that you can learn. Yeah. And that's why some of these holidays are also very important, because if you're gathering with your family for Thanksgiving or Christmas, you get to bring those memories, and you guys get to play those games you used to do, and you make the kids understand that, okay, this is how we grew up, and this is what we're passing down to you guys.
With all being said, the most important thing is we want our kids to always remember and be proud of their identity. We don't want them to be ashamed of where they come from. Black and proud. If someone asks you,
African and proud.